Good evening, everyone. You are in the lab with Lawrence Henderson of Business Operational Support Services, LLC. And tonight's day of the 40-day transformation is all about being patient in affliction. I say that again for you because it's kind of deep. Being patient in affliction. And so what I mean by being patient in affliction, I'm talking about the passage goes, be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Say that again for you. There's a passage in the Bible, if you know what that is. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. You see, y'all, as we're going through this thing, it's a process. And you need to make sure that you're not attempting to pray past the process. You got to go through this thing, because in the middle of this is the lessons, is the experience, are all the tools of the trade you end up filling up your toolbox when you're in the game, when you're a part of the process. So you can't pray past that process. But again, be joyful in hope. All right. Be patient in affliction. When you get those things battling against you, that's that experience. That's telling people like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what, I got some dirt under my nails. I've been in the fight a little bit. OK, don't pray past the process. And I attribute that one to, but over a year ago, hearing a message, podcast, a video chat from Lynette David in Columbus, Ohio. And I mean, that was powerful when I heard her say that. Don't even attempt to pray past that process, because that's when the true development happens. When you're in that moment and you're learning, you're getting your hands dirty and you're filling things out. All right. That was number one. Number two, in this season of being patient in affliction, is you got to have a smart plan. You got to have to take smart action. And so everybody knows about the 5 P's, proper planning prevents poor performance. But I want to take it a step further for you all. And I say proper planning and preparation put into practice prevents poor performance. I'll say that again for you because I added a couple extra P's. All right. Proper planning and preparation put into practice prevents poor performance. It's not enough just to plan it. You can have a perfect plan, but if you're not practicing that thing, then when other variables come at you, you won't be able to flex. All right. That's why football teams, that's why they practice. That's why they practice their plays. That's why they make that stuff muscle memory. So when things happen in the game, they're able to flex and they're able to move because they already got the fundamentals down pat. That practice is for you. That practice is to get that nervousness out of you. So in the planning and the preparation is you gathering all the possible information you can, and you're using the facts that you have on hand to make logical decisions, take logical action when you're in this process. If you just out here winging it, that's the reason why you getting the results that you getting. You didn't put nothing in place. You didn't practice it by becoming a member of an organization where they got professionals who are doing what you're trying to do. You out here winging it on your own. That's why I talk about build your team in this season. Get around the people that are actually trying to help you and see you win. All right. So number one, can't pray past the process. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer. Number two, proper planning and preparation put into practice prevents poor performance. And the third one I want you all to focus on when you're in this season of being patient in affliction is, if you don't do, you can't build your expertise. So when this is over a year ago in the season that I was in, you would say I was in a position that I didn't care for too much, but I could have just took it like, you know what, my bills is paid. My family is eating, got a roof over our head, all that good stuff, right? My needs are met. But I knew there was a bigger purpose and a bigger plan for my life. And I knew that God didn't put all these things in me that I'm desiring to do for just nothing, just to sit idle. And so I began to get connected to community organizations. I began to offer up myself for free just to build those skills, to build the resume, and to build those work calluses on my hands, on my brain. So when the time came and it presented itself, I will be ready. So you got to put yourself in the game. You can't stop cheering for yourself and actually get in the game. So you have something to cheer about, so you can develop those W's in that area that you feel you're purposed. That way that can feed and that can actually give you a solid foundation for those things that you're passionate about. So if you don't do, you can't build your expertise, and you can't build that resume material, that track record, that past performance. For all my contractors out there, know all about past performance. Before somebody hires you on the job, they want to know what you did before. And so if all you said you did was that, oh, just the previous job, doing this, doing that, it has nothing to do with what you're asking somebody to let you do for the first time, they think you a joke. They think you wasting their time. So if they don't actually see you doing the things that you're asking them to let you do, come on, y'all, you set yourself up for failure. So again, in this season, being patient in affliction, be motivated about this thing. Don't pray. You can't pray past the process. All right. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer, proper planning and preparation, put into practice prevents poor performance. And then thirdly, you got to do so you can build that expertise. All right. So I'm glad y'all hung in with me tonight on this Saturday night. You see me all jazzed up a little bit in my polka dots. Me and the wife has seen The Lion King, so we was out in these streets a little bit. But I knew I had to log on it and drop a little something that was on me tonight. So I appreciate y'all. So y'all know YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Boss Lab. Find us, locate us, subscribe, watch the videos, laugh. Most of all, provide your feedback on how we could get this thing going and make it better. All right. Also, go to www.bossconsultingllc.net. And then also on there, you could do the /NLC_connecting the dots. That's the March program that we got coming for the greater Atlanta folks. Look at my cover page on my personal page on Facebook to get more information on the website. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Have a great Saturday evening. Be safe out there. All right. I know it's cold in all the places where most of my family from. So be safe while you out on those roads. All right. Love all of y'all and get it with you tomorrow. All right. Have a good one.